Yeah. So what was kind of one of those elements that's really helped you structure out your day? Because I know that you mentioned something about thoughts before, that it was Michael Jordan's coach that said that a thought is you're already starting your day off wrong as soon as you start thinking, which
Yeah,
is
man.
very true because you can get distracted with your mind. As soon as your mind, you start to think in the like first thing in the morning, you're like, oh, what can I do? What can I do? That's why like one of the things I've kind of done, like I don't do it as much as I probably should, but since my day is very systematically routine, I don't really have to do this as much anymore.
Exactly,
But
man.
it's right in a booklet or right in a journal the night before of like the list of stuff that you need to get done the next day because you thought about it the night before on your downtime. Then all you have
Yeah,
to do is just pick it up in the morning and it's like you're not even thinking. You're just bam,
exactly,
bam,
man.
bam, bam. And then you're pretty well done because you're not thinking. You're not
Yeah,
distracted.
that's it, man. So what I do, I take it probably a bit more extreme than most people, but I plan my months out. Then I break that month down into the week. Then I break that week down into the day, and then I break down each day in time frames. So it's almost like I know. Let's say I'll give you a small example. Let's say a lot of people go, oh, I've outreached somebody and it hasn't worked out. Well, I say, how many people have you outreached? And they can't tell me, right? So let's say your goal is to reach out to 100 people this month. Okay, so you can't just,
Oh my god, that's so.
bro, you need to
How
track
many
this
people
shit.
you reach out to? Like this is literally my conversations like almost every single day. It's like, hey, I'm having trouble like reaching out for businesses. I'm like, okay, cool. Like how many are you reaching out per day? Like just to get an average of like your week or whatever. Like is it 20 per day, 25, 30? So I can average it out throughout the week. It's like, oh, I called 50 people in 2 days. I'm like, okay, like, all right, like, but
And
you
then you
have to
just
do it
stop.
the same every single day. You got to remain
Yeah,
at 25. It's like, no, I stopped like 2 months ago and I called 50 people. I'm like, well, no
that's what I
shit, you don't
mean, bro.
fucking get anyone.
That's what it is, Evan, man. And I think the reason why people fuck up is because, like I was saying earlier about that example, if you say this, yeah, if I say to you, Evan, I'm coming to Canada, I'll see you there, right? And we just say, oh, we're gonna meet up in Canada. Where would we meet up in Canada? What time? It's so vague, right? It's stupid. Nobody in their right mind would do that. If I was gonna come and meet you in Canada, I'd say, all right, we're gonna meet on this date, at this time, at this location. You know what I mean? You break it down like that. So when I break down my month, I do the same thing. Let's say, for example, I want to bring in a new client. I would say, I'm going to outreach 100 people this month. Then the week goal is 25 people. And then you break down the week goal into the daily goal, however many you can do. Let's say you're doing 5 days a week. You outreach 5 people out of those 5 days. It's that simple. Then you look back on your month and you go, or even your week, and you say, all right, so I reached out to, let's say, 25 people this week, and I got 2 meetings out of that. Okay, cool. Out of those 2 meetings, I didn't close them. Why? And you analyze it and you just break it back down like that. And I think, it's not rocket science. People, it's kind of mind blowing to me, but you just need to break it down into easy steps and then take action on it and analyze what's worked, what hasn't worked, build on the things that worked, fuck off the things that don't work, and go from there,
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically how I structure my weeks out. And I do that for all areas. So my health, my business, my learning, and also my mindset, so meditation goals, learning goals, business goals, all of that stuff, man.